Okay, ready? Okay, this is the 4th year of the anniversary of Scientology. Without the anonymous group, Scientology would still have a free ride in clearing the planet. Multitudes have since stepped forward and spoken out about the abuses, torture, and extortion, and many other Scientology crimes. After I escaped from Scientology's rehab at Narconon in Quebec, Anonymous befriended me and continues to support my actions. I was very alone and needed a friend to talk to about the horrors I experienced at Narconon. My wife's life was threatened on an open internet forum, and I ended up in the hospital for 2 days, diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder. I was then picked up and transferred to a crisis center for therapy and deprogramming from Scientology indoctrinations at Narconon. I still experience terrible nightmares. This is Lisa McPherson's Memorial Day for us at the Montreal Anonymous protest at the Church of Scientology. Lisa only wanted to be home with her loved ones for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Scientologists grabbed her out of a hospital and kept her in a hotel room for 17 days while Lisa withered away. Finally, Lisa near death. They took her to a hospital. On the way, they passed by 3 hospitals, driving 45 minutes to one where there was a Scientologist doctor on staff. Because of this Scientology negligence, Lisa died. Another Scientology staff member, Debbie Cook, was tortured, being forced to stand in a garbage can for 12 hours while Scientologists poured cold water over her head and slapping her face for the whole time. She was confined with a multitude of other staff members in a Scientology prison-like fortress with bars on the windows and a security guard on 24 hours a day. Jan Eastgate, the president of Scientology's Human Rights Group, was arrested and charged last year with counseling a young lady to not report sexual abuses. These are but a grain of sand compared to the countless other Scientology abuses and crimes upon vulnerable victims around the globe. These abuses continue today. It is not difficult to imagine the abuses at the Narconon addiction treatment centers called Narconon. Suffering addicts seeking help are duped into this Scientology quackery of nonsense for $30,000 for a promised cure. The abuses and exploitation is criminal, leaving many far worse off than when they were first scammed into these places of Scientology indoctrination. Patients are exploited to work every day, doing work that should be done by paid staff. Some for very long hours, cooking the 3 meals that the patients need every day. Some patients were exploited for sex by staff members, with devastating effects on the patients. Some were forced to do manual labor for punishment. Some were advised to disconnect from family and loved ones. There were firearms at the Narconon staff apartment complex where alcohol and drug parties raged, resulting in one patient shooting himself dead. Now the baby that the staff member and deceased ex-Narconon patient brought into this world has no dad to love and to hold him. Part of the Narconon program endangers patient health with enormous and toxic doses of vitamins, especially niacin. Many patients are taken to hospital in extreme pain, some near death. My dearest friend Arlene suffered from these toxic doses of niacin and other negligent care at Narconon Trois-Rivières. Arlene she passed away last year, leaving a beloved family and twin daughters to grieve. I'm gonna have to edit this. Our government health ministry officials in Quebec, Canada, and Trois-Rivières are well aware of these dangerous medical practices at Narconon Trois-Rivières, but have failed to act. And safeguard our citizens. They are aware of the deaths, but still refuse to act. When is our health ministry going to take their head out of the sand and stop these atrocities? Is it going to take another death like Lisa's or Arlene's, or further tortures like Debbie Cook's? The Quebec Human Rights Commission is acting with in-depth investigations and moving forward to find the truth and bring these Scientology organizations to justice. But in the meantime, Narconon Troviere must be shut down to protect patients and avoid further irreparable psychological and physical harm to these vulnerable and disabled victims. The Quebec College of Physicians, after a thorough and lengthy investigation, recently banned the Scientology Narconon doctor from ever associating with Narconon Troviere again. They stated that the Narconon treatment is not recognized in current medical literature, yet the health ministry continues to allow this dangerous medical practice at Narconon. You know, Robert F. Kennedy once stated, and here's a quote from him, "Few will have the greatness to bend history itself, but each of us can work to change a small portion of events. It is from numberless diverse acts of courage and belief that human history is shaped. Each time a man stands up for an ideal, or acts to improve the lot of others, or strikes out against injustice, he sends forth a tiny ripple of hope, and crossing each other from a million different centers of energy and daring, those ripples build a current which can sweep down the mightiest walls of oppression and resistance." Happy anniversary, Scientology. Thank you.